should actually excite everyone in the room because we're going to talk about growing without discounting. Is that even possible? We're going to find out from Parin Sanghvi, CEO and founder of Reno. Parin?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Parin, founder and CEO of Reno. In the last 6 years, I've worked with over 28,000 brands. I've worked with 28,000 restaurants and seen something, observed with this industry that's slowly started to become the new normal, but became the biggest enemy. It feels like a small win initially, but it hurts your brand, it hurts your profit, and it hurts your long-term success. I'm talking about the discounting trap. The restaurant industry today is hooked with discounts. It seems like a small initial boost, but it puts your growth on ventilator. Let me break it down for you. This is how the discounting trap works. You offer a new discount to a customer. You see an immediate boost in your revenue, but it's short-lived. Then that customer starts expecting discounts and won't come back to you without it. Now, your competitor starts to offer discounts. You're forced to offer even deeper discounts to keep up. Your profits start to shrink. Your brand starts to feel cheap. Your quality starts to deteriorate. And the worst, you're not building relationships with your customers. You're growing your brand. You're growing your dependency on discount to grow your brand. In simple words, discounting matlab loyalty khatam. So you ask, how may you grow a brand since discount kills loyalty and profitability? It's simple, shift the focus from prices to people. This industry was built on the premise of building meaningful relationships. But today, restaurants struggle to build meaningful relationships at scale because they don't have the right access to tools, resources, and they're drowning themselves in discounts. It doesn't have to be this way. Imagine growing a brand. Imagine instead of chasing new customers with discount, you focus on customers who are existing, who are trusted and made a purchase with your brand. Imagine growing a brand where a customer keeps coming back to you because you built a great experience, you built a great relationship, and you built a great engagement with them. Yes, it is possible. By building meaningful relations with the customers, by owning your customers, you can reduce your dependency on discounts and move to building your own community and own audience. Today, we have seen thousands of brands move from discounting to data-driven loyalty. Thousands of brands are winning today because they use a simple framework. We call it the 3R framework. Remember, reward, re-engage. Know your customers like never before. Use data to understand who they are, how often they come, how much they spend, what are the products that they prefer, what items do they like that keep coming back, and much more. Reward them for their loyalty. Market smarter, not harder. It's important to communicate with them throughout their life cycle, beyond promotions, by helping your brand stand out and stay at the top of the customer's mind. Building the restaurant brand today requires a shift in your strategy. And it starts with first collecting the customer data. Most restaurants today can't answer the basic questions about their customers. Who they are, what do my loyal customers prefer? How many customers have not come back to me in the last 6 months? What percentage of my revenue comes from my repeat customers? How many customers make up till the 5th purchase? And many more. We recommend first to know your customers deeply, invest in a modern CRM. That's the first step, that's the foundation to collect data and start your journey towards building meaningful relationship with them. By investing in a CRM that works for you and integrates with your POS, you start your journey that allows you to know every customer that comes and makes a purchase. In a world where aggregators are owning your customer data, having customer data of the customers who come and make a purchase and dine in and take takeaway is extremely important. Let's look at one of the most loved brands, Burkos, how they've invested and used a CRM that allowed them to take control of their customer data. And more than that, by use of smart recommendations, they were able to personalize communication with their customers. Burkos, a casual dining restaurant over 50 locations, have successfully started to capture customer data across their outlets. And the first step was to go top down by investing in training the staff, having the right tools in place that works with their POS. And through that, they were able to capture 65,000 customers in the last 6 months, and that has increased by 60% in the previous. All of this was used because now they have data of these customers. Now the data works for you. It tells you, hey Kabir, looks like there are 20,000 customers with high spend on their first purchase but haven't returned. Engage them to bring them back. These are one of the small examples of how once you start capturing your data, you can use smart automated tools that tells you what smart decisions you need to take in your business to help you grow faster, to help you grow smarter. The result obviously is a brand has higher retention, they're able to bring higher customer relationship. Second, an example from Punjab Grill, who uses data to improve their guest experience. Before having a tool, they were relied on Zomato, Swiggy to build their online reputation. But they realized that having a one-on-one customer feedback and a customer touchpoint is very, very crucial. Using a tool like ours, they were able to capture every diner who makes a purchase with how their experience was. Every restaurateur knows that happy customers never go online and talk about it, but the customers who are most angry are the ones who go online on Zomato and Google and talks about it. Using a smart tool, it helps them convert their happy customers to positive advocates, and the customers who did not have a great experience, you're able to act in real time to convert a negative experience into a positive one. By real-time alerts, it can tell you, hey team, looks like there's a customer on table 4 who ordered a chicken tikka masala and has not been happy because it's salty. Your staff can directly go to the table, resolve the customer's negative experience, turn that into a positive one and close the loop. This is happening right now. Brands have access to tools, brands have access to data, but most brands don't know how to make it work for them. And that's why you need tools that does it automatically for you. Next, building your own community. Every restaurant today, the biggest competitive advantage is to have your own community, to have your own customer base. And today, loyalty program is not just a tool. Building loyalty is essential. It's no more a luxury. Having the right ways to be able to engage your customers, to make them feel special throughout the journey, has become the new norm. Biggest of the brands are focused on retention. With biggest of the brands like Starbucks have already invested in the last 10 years. And brands today need to focus on their loyal customers and make them feel special. One of the best loyalty programs I'm a huge fan has been from Rahul from the Beer Cafe. How they've built the Brew Miles to reward their high value customers. Every customer who makes a purchase, they become part of the Brew Miles, and brand continues to engage with them to reward them for the loyalty. The more you come, the more you get. This is one part of building a community. This is a way for you to say, hey, we thank you for being a regular. And here is a way for us to thank you for giving it back. Beer Cafe has seen 90,000 repeat visits in the last 6 months by implementing a modern loyalty program that's integrated with the POS, that works on WhatsApp, SMS and email, and it allows them to generate additional revenue through loyalty. People keep wondering loyalty is more of an expense. Loyalty has generated 2.5 crore additional revenue for Beer Cafe. The industry standard retention rate is 13%. They have seen 25% retention rate, and they have generated over 95,000 repeat visits. This is an example of how any brand can customize the loyalty program to their brand guidelines, the brand ethos and the brand mottos. And we've seen brands really drive their increase in repeat visits because of that. Not just this, you can extend your customer community by engaging customers on their birthdays, on their anniversaries, on their special days, to invite them to keep coming back in the business. There's a restaurant in UK called Vishu. They were struggling with their slack hours between 3 to 6 p.m. and they wanted to increase their sales. Instead of offering a boring flat 20% discount, they identified their 250 plus loyal customers. They sent a bronze dice to all those customers. And they said, if you roll a 6, you get a meal on the house. They got a lot of loyal customers who came back because this gamified the whole process. These customers started to talk about it on social media, they told their friends, and their revenue increased significantly from 3 to 6 p.m. because of this. This is one example of how you could use your data, identify your loyal customers, and use it to your advantage to increase your Slack hours. Next is re-engage, the most essential part. I speak to a lot of brand owners who say, I have data. I don't know what to do about it. Using your data to your advantage is the single most thing that you need to focus on. And it's very expensive to engage customers. We never recommend you to engage every customer with a bulk blast. Having the right audience to engage is extremely crucial. Imagine if you're launching a new menu, let's say it's a new Italian food. Would it not make sense to send it to people who have previously purchased Italian food, are your high spenders, and have also come in the last 3 months, and they usually come during your weekends to launch a new menu to get early feedback? Yes, that is possible today. Brands have access to all of this data at their fingertip. All they need to do is to make it work for them. Call Chotu, another brand from Delhi, who had a new outlet that had opened, and they wanted to drive traffic to that new outlet. What they did, they tapped into their data. They identified people who usually visit during the festivals. This was a Christmas campaign that they wanted to do. And they tried to promote the items that were underselling to get to those new locations. The result, a 148x ROI on their investment. They were able to identify people who were high spenders, frequent visitors, and dessert lovers, and run a Christmas campaign to them in less than 60 seconds. This is possible when you use tools that speak to each other, and you will start to see the results at your scale. Another example of re-engage would be a brand called Crush Coffee. As coffee industry is growing and competition is increasing, Crush Coffee was at a stage where they were finding difficult to beat the competition. They did not have access to customers who were not coming back because the competition was increasing. By simply using a tool that allowed you to automate customers to win them back, they were able to bring back thousands of customers who came back. Imagine a customer today in your restaurant has not come back in the last 60 days. A simple automation saying, hey, knock knock, we miss you. Come back, here is a free coffee on yourself. This allowed Crush Coffee to generate 45 lakhs of additional revenue and got 31% of their customers to come back. These are some of the examples of how brands are using the simple framework. Remember your customers, reward them for their loyalty, re-engage them throughout their journey to keep them coming back. Happy customers spend more, happy customers purchase more often, and happy customers get new customers in your business. Modern brands have shifted from discounting to data-driven loyalty. But the future for restaurants is to reduce your reliance on discounts and more focus towards retention. And we are helping thousands of restaurants grow their revenue without discounting. If you want to learn more, please do meet our team. You can speak to Rahul from Beer Cafe or Kabir from Burgos or call Sumit. They would love to share their experience with us and would love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much.
Well, since you mentioned them, let's get Rahul on here to participate as speaker. Thank you, Parin.